My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are going to do a Their Thoughts About You Today reading. So we're going to look at when they think about you, what's coming to mind, emotions that are driving these thoughts, what's happening in their life right now that might be shifting their perspective of you. Um, we're going to look at a 3D message from them, and then we'll end the reading with advice from Spirit. In the extended, we're going to look at what do your ancestors think about you. What do they think is the next step in your journey? What's coming up next? Give you some advice in love and some advice for your finances. Okay. And then we'll look at what's going to be your person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. So let us begin, my dears. Just to let you know, from now till the 8th of March, when they turn the clocks back, there's going to be a 10% sale. Well, it's already there. It's been there since Saturday. It was meant to be a Valentine's Day sale, and I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. And either way, it's on until the 8th of March, okay? It was just meant to be for a week, but because I didn't tell you guys, that's what's happening. Okay, what's happening with your person? We have discernment. Okay, you know what I get from this? I think they got a lot going on. And even though there's a lot going on, your person does not feel lost. You know why they don't feel lost? Because they are being guided by their intuition, and they're trusting their intuition at this time. Okay, now I think the last time we had a reading, we talked about them feeling them healing the divine feminine energy within them. And the divine feminine energy is about perception, it is about intuition, it's about, trusting in the universe, being able to receive. And it feels like, this is where all this trust is coming from, right? So they're doing, a really great job at listening to their intuition and being discerning at this time. So the energy generally is patience. And when you trust how the universe is unfolding, it's easy to have patience because great things are about to happen, and things are going to happen at the appropriate and appointed time. And that's where your person is at. They know that they're about to, start a new chapter in their life. They're trusting. They're trusting in their intuition. The moon is featured very strongly here, right? And they know that things are about to shift and happen for them, and they're not rushing it. They're not rushing it. They're not trying to control it. They are waiting for the invitation. They're waiting for the invitation from the universe to step through and into a new life that is being actively created for them right now. Their energy towards you. We have meeting angels. Listen, they think that you are an angel, but what I do get, because their intuition is so heightened, I think they're receiving direct messages about you from their spirit guides, for any angelic forces that have been assigned to them right now. They are receiving messages from you, and everything that they receive just kind of reinforces for them that you are the one, right? There's something different, there's something unique, there's something special about you. And you guys aren't meant to be any kind of short term kind of situation. The energy towards you. We come back to the same trust. Not only that are they trusting the universe that this situation is unfolding as it should, and there's going to be a time when this will come back around, for you guys to decide whether you guys want to be together. They also trust you. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, this came out in the last reading too, with regard to you. Okay? They are trusting where all of this is heading, and they trust you. Whatever is happening, whatever trust issues they may have had in the past, they trust you with their life. Let's get deeper into this reading. And you know, the moment I sat down to read, there's a construction crew pulled up outside on the road and decided that this was the most appropriate time to do something out there. And we have underneath the deck temperance. You know, all unfair games being played over, everything being reset to its rightful order, everything coming into balance. I had to go look and see what they were doing because it was sounding awfully close, but it looks like they're patching a bit of the road out there, so there's road repair that's happening. And maybe that's what's happening with your person too, or even what's happening with this connection is about repair at this time. All right, let's see this patience card. And we have the Eight of Wands here, trusting where you're being guided. And they feel like, you know, they're moving forward. They don't know what's in front of them, what's out there. But they know they're moving forward, and they're moving forward with the guidance of spirit. And they're trusting where they're being led. The energy towards you is, again, more trust again, right? Because they see you as someone who has sacrificed so much for this relationship. They also see you as someone who is incredibly enlightened, right? And they see how you treat other people, even people that you may not like, or people who may have done you wrong in the past. They see how you're still fair to them, right? So they trust you explicitly. Okay. Now, what's on their mind with regard to you at this time? We have the sacred woman. All right, so they have you on a pedestal, right? And they see you as someone who is just mystical, because this is white buffalo calf woman, right? They see you as someone who's mystical. They see you as someone who's enlightened, and they see you as someone who's very powerful, especially spiritually. Okay. All right, what's on their mind with regard to you? We have life purpose. Somehow they think that you guys' life lines are somehow entwined and intrinsically connected. And they feel like whatever they're meant to be doing in this life, they're meant to be doing it with you. That there are ties, heart cords that bind both of you guys together. That's what they think. Whatever they're meant to be doing, they're meant to be doing it with you. And even though you guys might be at a distance, they see you guys as intrinsically connected. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Chariot in reverse. Now, this knowledge is giving them no end of grief. And it's giving them no end of grief because they perceive themselves as stuck and being unable to complete or embark this mission that they are on with you. And they feel stuck because of family ties and because of the programming that they have received throughout their lifetime. Whatever that programming is, whatever is their belief system in particular, they feel like they can't walk away from wherever they're at right now. And if they do, they're really stressing about what is going to be the outcome or what will be the consequences of walking away from where they're at. Because here they are, they're thinking about burning. We have love and fire, right? So they could be on fire with love, but it feels like they want to burn some sort of love relationship to the ground. So for some of you guys, your person may have someone else. There might be some family connections that they're thinking of disconnecting from. There is that as well, because they feel like these things, whether it's dysfunctional family members, whether it is dysfunctional patterns, whether it is programming, they feel like these things are keeping them behind and are keeping them from catching up with you and joining with you in some sort of life mission. So when they think about you, yeah, it's wonderful thoughts about, this eternal love that they feel, but it stresses them to fuck out because they know they are not where they are meant to be. Now, they're trusting at some point there's going to be some sort of doorway, there's going to be some sort of portal or some sort of opportunity to get back on track. But they're busting their brains trying to figure out when that's going to happen. And they just don't know. So when they think about you, a lot of love, we see the heart very expansive here. But when they think about you, they also feel very stressed. Okay? All right. Let's see what's going on in the heart space that might be driving some of these thoughts. And I thought so. I think because they feel so stressed when they think about you, I think they actually try not to think about you, but trying not to think about something makes you think about that thing even more, right? So they're just in a mess. Okay. When they think about you, they feel relieved, and we're going to see why. What else are they feeling? They're feeling obsessed. Well, we see that. They also feel hopeless. Well, we saw that. They're trusting that Spirit is going to give them this opportunity. But sometimes I think, they just feel that's really down. And we have escape. So what they think about is escape. Escape from Alcatraz. That's what they think about. They think about the escape from Alcatraz. For some of you guys, your person may be incarcerated right now. All right, why are they relieved? Does your person feel relieved? We have the Hermit. Yeah. When they finally get their thoughts to themselves and They're alone. They're relieved because they're not in conflict. They're not in conflict. They don't feel the whole weight of their decisions on their back. I feel obsessed. Yeah. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. And the separation between you guys, it is really hard on them. You might think that, out of sight, out of mind. It's not that fair person at all. When they think about you, all they think about is, leaving everything that they've built behind. If some of them might be in a relationship or marriage, you just think about just saying, fuck it, and let the chips fall where they may, right? And then other times you just feel absolutely hopeless. Page of Wands in reverse, and just feel very discouraged. Okay? They think about leaving, escaping all the time, especially when they're really down in the dumps. Okay? But they're always thinking about you. They try not to, but they're always thinking about you. Now, what's happening in their life that might be influencing their perception of you at this time? This is the Sibylla. What's happening in their life that might be influencing their perception of you? We have Doctor. So maybe they've been feeling under the weather, whether, I don't know, they had a flu or if they're heart sick, I don't know. But they've not been feeling their best, and maybe they might be isolating themselves, and this gives them a lot of time to think what's happening in their life. All right, we have enemy, and the enemy is right next to the family tree. I think this came out in one of our last readings. Okay, they're realizing that the people closest to them are some of the people that they can't trust. Okay, even their own family members. Okay, and it feels like for some of you guys, you may have warned them about these family members, but they didn't listen. So they're finding out the hard way that some of their enemies are the ones that share blood. And in fact, some of them might have even stolen, like literally stolen things from your person. Your person may have encountered some sort of loss, or somebody in the family may have transgressed their boundaries to a point where they feel like they can't trust anybody in this family group. What else is happening? We have a room, okay, and it's empty. It is deserted, and I know houses represent people, and rooms represent different aspects of the person. So this looks like what? It has a little sugar bowl, so maybe a dining room or a kitchen. So it could, and the kitchen is the heart of the house. So it feels like right now they might be feeling kind of empty, kind of dissatisfied with life, with their love life in particular. And they might be feeling, one second. Unloved. The other thing that's happening, we have here priest. And the priest in this deck represents the Hierophant. Okay, so it feels like the belief systems that they may have used to choose their particular path, maybe they no longer resonate with that. Maybe they know those systems may no longer resonate with your person. So now they're feeling kind of empty. They don't feel nurtured by these systems. And it feels like there's a message coming through. It feels like a lot of the decisions that they have made up to this point in their life are decisions they felt that they had to make because of societal pressure, societal programming, family programming, and now they don't even believe in these things anymore. So they feel like everything that they've managed to accomplish, everything that they have built is all for naught because they don't even believe in that anymore. So what I feel is like a total disillusionment with life. Let's get some messages from their 3D self. What does their 3D self want you to know right now? We have soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. So that right off the gate, this is the message that they want you to know, that they love you unreservedly, right? And they think that you are their soulmate. They love, accept, and respect. And we saw that. Remember, we asked about what are they thinking about when they think about you. We saw the sacred woman. The sacred woman. And it doesn't matter if you are in a male or female body or a body that might be intersex. They see you as someone who is sacred, who is divine, and aligned with the feminine energy. And just as they trust you, they want you to trust them. They're saying, it is safe to trust in this situation. It is safe to trust me. What else do they want you to know? That they were in denial about their feelings. And it says they detach with love to clearly see the truth. And they had to detach from you. They had to detach from your situation for them to get perspective and really assess their feelings. So it's real dismissive avoidant energy. The only time they feel safe enough to really examine their feelings is when they have distance. We have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So again, they want you to trust them as much as they trust you. And then they have marriage. They want you to know that their intentions for you are quite serious. Right? It says here marriage. This relationship is moving forward towards a sacred union. Okay? So, this person really, really respects you. And they want you to know that whatever happened between you guys in the past, you have this person's respect. And it is the highest compliment that they can ever give a person, because I don't think they respect and they respect and trust much people. And I mean with family members that they have, it's understandable. All right, we have balance here. So again, another signal from the universe that divine order is being restored in your relationship. All right, what does Spirit want you to know right now? We have judgment. And this is a message that's coming from your higher self. And your higher self is saying, everything that occurred in your relationship thus far needs to be revisited and re-examined by you, because there is a lesson that you may have missed in all the drama and all in my culture we say tankala that may have happened, right? You may have missed something. Emotions were high, and you may have missed an important lesson. Spirit saying by reviewing it from a higher perspective now that you're able, now that you're more in a more balanced space, reviewing it from a higher perspective is going to allow you to integrate some lessons that you may have missed. Okay? Alrighty. You know what? I'm going to get my book and I'm going to see which ancestor is going to come through for you today to deliver the message in the extended. All right, so let's see which grandparent or ancestor, I don't know why I said grandparent, which ancestor is going to be coming through in the extended. Is it on the father side or the mother side? It is on the mother side. And coming through on the mother side is your great grandfather, ancestor number 11. Great grandfather is coming through. So if you have any stories, if you heard anything about your great grandfather, put it down below. What's the stories you've heard about this person? Because this person is going to come through to deliver the message. Okay, my love, take care. Please, if you're able, please like the video. Please put a comment down below. And please, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Take care.